Okay, good evening, everyone. Dear students, it's a great opportunity for me to stand before you to tell you something about the present scenario where the students are facing many problems regarding the competitive exams. It's each and everybody's dream to crack the IAS, IPS, and other competitive exams. And also, it's a dream of their parents also. Parents have the great ambitions regarding their children to come up in their life by cracking some of the competitive examinations. In this regard, the Frontline IAS Academy is the pioneer, which is one of the great footprint, which is bringing the intellectuals to teach many subjects before the students for IAS and IPS category students. So in this regard, my responsibility to teach about the general science and the technology. As you know, general science and the technology is one of the major subject where in the third paper of IAS and UPSC examinations, there are about 36 to 40 questions will be appear in the UPSC examinations. So then there is no boundary for the general science, because science is it's a vast subject. Nothing is impossible to study if you put forth your firm steps towards the learning of knowledge. Science is one of the major subject where we can learn many things. Everything is less before the science. So to study the science, one has to step forward. Let us study the general science. What are all the objectives? What are all the subjects comes under the general science and all? So under general science, first we have to study about the cells, the concept of the cells. After the concept of the cells, we have to study about the human body. If you consider the human body, what are all the things which are comes under the human body? About the organs and organelles, different types of enzymes, different types of hormones. That also you have to study. What are the effects of hormones? What are the effects of the enzymes? The chemical composition of the enzymes, chemical composition of the hormones, and what are the effects? The deficiency of the hormones. What are the causes for the deficiency of enzyme? And what are the effects of the hyper and hypoactivity of the enzyme? Hyper and activity of the hormones. These are all the things you have to study majorly. You have to focus your concentration also about the plants body, then the tissues of the plant bodies, and also some of the happenings of the day-to-day life that we also study. Then what are all the influences of vitamins, the deficiency of vitamins also you have to study. Then the hyper and hyperactivity of vitamins also you have to study. Then what are the chemical composition of the vitamins? These are all the things which are comes under the general science. You have to focus more on these aspects for your UPSC examinations. Then only you can score more and more in UPSC examinations. Let us consider all these things step by step. First of all, let us consider a cell as a major component. Major component as a many questions may appear about the cell. Then, if you consider the cell, what is a cell? What is a cell? Cell is a basic structure. It's a structural and functional unit of any organism. Organism can be considered classified into two types: the single cellular organism and the multicellular organism. Single cellular organisms are organisms which made up of only one cell. We call them as monocell or the single cell. Or the multicellular organisms are the organisms which made up of many cells. Thousands of cells are made a single organism. We call it as a multicellular organism, single cellular organism. Single cellular organisms, for example, protozoans are comes under single cellular organism. Protozoans. What are protozoans? The primitive type of organisms are considered protozoans. What is primitive type? The scientists have been believed that the primitive organisms, the protozoans, are the just born organisms. They are the born during the earth originate. When the earth is originated, with the particular time, the cells, some of the organisms have been originated. These organisms have been considered as the protozoans. For example, amoeba is an organism. What is amoeba? Amoeba, it is nothing but amoeba. It is the shapeless. Amoeba, it is a Greek word. Amoeba means no shape at all. Amoeba is a anything which is shapeless can be considered as amoeba. So amoeba is the best example for the single cellular organism or the protozoan. All protozoans are single cellular organisms only. They made up of only one cell. A single cell itself is an animal. It performs all the animal characters. It has all the animal characters. What are the characters of animal? One is the movement is the primitive character of animal. Movement is the primitive character of animal. No plants move. The moving organism, the moving thing only will be the organism by using its appendages. What are appendages? Appendages are the locomotory organs. What are locomotory organs? Locomotory organs are the organs which help an organism to move from one place to other place. We call it as a locomotory organ. Okay, an organism or an animal is the one which, by using the locomotory organ, it can displace itself from one place to other place. We call it as an organism. You call it as an organism. So all the protozoans, they can move. Amoeba, it is a shapeless organism. According to Greek, amoeba means shapeless. Any cell, anything in the term which has no shape, you call it as an amoeba. For example, in human bodies, there are blood cells, RBCs, red blood corpuscles and white blood corpuscles. Red blood corpuscles, they have the definite shape. They have circular shape. Whereas the white blood corpuscles, they don't have shell. They don't have definite shape. So the WBC or the white blood corpuscles are also called the leukocytes. There may be a question regarding this one. What do you mean by leukocytes? Leuko, it's also a Greek term. Leuko means white. Cyte means cells. The white cells are called the leukocytes. Even the leukocytes of the WBC that doesn't have any shape at all. They are the shapeless cells. So they are also called the amoeboid cells. WBCs or the white blood corpuscles are also called the amoeboid cells. Why? They do not have any definite shape. Often they change their shapes so that the shapeless organisms are considered. Because they view the human being as a definite shape, but the shapeless cells are called the amoeboid cells. Amoeba means shapeless. Okay, so movement is one of the basic structure of the basic property of the animals we can bear in our mind. So let's consider what are all the things which are considered the protozoans and the ciliates and the organ and the human bodies. That's all. Thank you very much.